back to another YouTube video. Today we are going to be choosing some books for my June TBR. I am super excited because June means it's finally summer break for me. I can actually spend most of my days reading, and not only just reading at home, but reading outside, reading at the beach, reading at a coffee shop, reading wherever my little heart desires. So I love summertime, and I'm so excited to pick some of the books that I hopefully will get to this month. I love a good wheel, don't get me wrong. I love picking books based off a wheel or genres or colors of a cover, but this time around we are going to use the wheel to pick books based off a letter. So I have a alphabet wheel, and whatever letter it lands on, I have to find a book that has the title starting with that letter. Now I might struggle a little bit with X, Y, and Z, maybe a couple others that might be a little more tricky, so we might have to be a little creative when picking books if we get those letters. Now, some goals for me for June is I would love to prioritize my summer TBR that I just set up. Obviously, because it's summertime, I'm going to read books off my summer TBR. I'm also going to prioritize reading books that are on my 2026 TBR, because I feel like I've been slacking on that, and prioritizing the books that I have around me, which recently has been hard because I have been going to the library and finding really fun like books there that I don't think I've ever heard of and would probably never pick up unless I went to the library, which I've been in a mood reading mood, and the library has some pretty good books. So that's the other thing, is I'm trying to prioritize the books that I have, but I also will support my local library if need be. And last thing I want to say is I will be picking 6 books for my TBR. Will I read all 6? Who knows? But recently, like I said, I've been mood reading, so who knows? These could just be some books that I have that I should prioritize, but I might go off track and read something crazy. But again, prioritizing reading the books I own. That's the goal. Alrighty, and here is my wheel. I just have like this wheel app, and I searched up like alphabet wheel. So here we go. This is the alphabet wheel, has every single letter of the alphabet. So I'm gonna spin and see what letter, and see if I can find a book that starts with that letter. That's all that it is to do. I don't know what else to tell you. R. Nothing pops into my head right away, but I'm gonna take a look around. I think these are the only books that I have that start with R. Again, I did not move my chair to look under this down here. There's another shelf under here. Did not look. But these are the 2 that I saw right away. First one was Rival Darling by Alexandra Moody from the Darling Devils series. All I know is Hockey Romance. And I got this at like a thrift store, basically. So I know nothing of this, but Hockey Romance, been loving those. Just read Face Off, so maybe. The other one I have is Renegades by Marissa Meyer, which I don't know if I'm in for like a I know this isn't really sci-fi, but it's like superheroes type deal. I don't know if I'm really into that. So I think I'm gonna choose Rival Darling by Alexandra Moody, book 1 of the Darling Devils series. We'll pick this. I mean, I was gonna pick it regardless, but this will be my pick number 1, Rival Darling by Alexandra Moody. On to the next letter. We're gonna spin and see what letter we get. Hopefully not another R. I won't do duplicates. I want different letters every time, and we got a V. Okay, we're gonna take a look and see if I have any books that start with V. I don't think I do, but we're gonna take a look and see. I noticed that I had some books that have V, considering that the book starts with the, but I had the Vampire Diaries, but I've already read that, and I had these Violent Delights, which I've also already read, but I found that I have the Violent Season by Sarah Walters, and this is a YA horror type book. I picked it up at Half Price Books, as you can tell. I was very interested in it. I've had it, I think, on my TBR before and just never got to it. But I've been in this weird, like, horror interest right now. I just read, like, a horror short story or, like, novella. So I wouldn't be opposed to having this, even though this is definitely, like, a fall, probably, type book. It takes place in November, but I'm kind of into like the summer horror vibe. So this says, that's what happens in Wolf Ridge every November. We were haunted by images and dreams of murdering strangers and friends in our cells. Everyone knew it was real, but everyone pretended it wasn't. So every November, the people of Wolf Ridge are overwhelmed with a hunger for violence. At least that's the town rumor. Last fall, Wyatt Green's mother was brutally murdered, adding another name to a long list of November deaths and convincing Wyatt that this yearning isn't morbid urban legend, but rather a palpable force infecting her neighbors. I don't know. I think it might be very interesting, especially since I'm on this little like horror kick. So we're gonna put The Violent Season by Sarah Walters as book number 2. Let's go into letter number 3. Oh. An O for hopefully something. I see these letters and I'm like, do I even have a book that starts with that letter? But I probably do. Hopefully. Let's take a look and see. O actually wasn't that hard to find. I have 2 books off my shelves, and the first book I found was Once Upon a River by Diane Sutterfield. This has been on my TBR a couple times. I picked it up from Half Price Books. Once Upon a River is a glorious tapestry of a book that combines folklore, science, magic, myth, suspenseful, romantic, and richly atmospheric. This novel will sweep readers away on a powerful current of storytelling, transporting them through worlds both real and imagined. 3 girls missing, 1 is returned, a story begins. Interesting. I mean, I don't know, but I also have a book I recently have gotten, and this feels more summer, which is what I'm going for, and that is One Italian Summer by Rebecca Searle. I picked this up from a thrift store, I think a thrift store. I'm trying to remember. This book is about a transcendent novel about how we move on after great loss and how the people we love truly never leave us. So, I don't know. I have read In 5 Years by Rebecca Searle, and I absolutely loved it. It did make me cry, so this will probably also make me cry, but it also has that summer feel to it. So I think I'm gonna go with this. Even though this has been on my shelf longer, I really want the summer vibes, so we're gonna put One Italian Summer by Rebecca Searle on the TBR. We are halfway through setting up the TBR. We got 3 more spins to go. Hopefully a letter I have a lot of. I feel like I have a lot of S titles, so maybe an S. It's a G. That's okay. We're gonna find something. Alright, I realized when I was looking for an O, I missed a book, but it's okay. It was One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins, but I've been putting that on my TBR a lot, so we're gonna give One Italian Summer a chance. I only have 2 books that start with G, I think. Again, could be completely wrong. The first book I picked up was The Gilded Crown by Mariana Gordon. I believe this was on my TBR before. It is a heart-wrenching exploration of the cost of power, featuring a compelling and unforgettable heroine who possesses a gift that both wondrous and terrible. I couldn't put it down. Oh, that was a thing. A review or praise. The Witch's Heart meets the Foxglove King in the debut novel about a woman who can bring people back from the dead and the princess, and only heir to the throne, whom she must protect no matter the cost. The first time Helliver visited death was when she was 10 years old. Interesting. So far, piqued my interest. The other book I have is book 2 in a series, but I did look it up and it says that I can read it as a standalone. A lot of people skip the first book just because it's very triggering. And I don't know, maybe I want to read this, maybe not, I don't know. But this is God of Pain by Rena Kent. This is book 2 of the Legacy of Gods. The first one is God of Malice, which, like, I was just looking on Google and some people said it's okay to skip God of Malice and go on to this. I have not read anything by Rena Kent, but I think I picked this book up as well as God of Ruin from the bin store. It was because of the playlist. And the playlist includes Bad Omens, it has Bring Me the Horizon, Holding Absence. Like, it had some pretty good songs on here that you can find on Spotify, and I won't mind. I mean, I don't know. Let's read a little bit about this. It says, the princess is taken by the god of pain. I made a terrible mistake being a mafia princess. I knew my fate was already decided, but I went ahead and longed for the wrong one. Cretan King is bad news with a gorgeous exterior. He's silent, brooding, and obviously emotionally unavailable, so I thought it's over. Until he awakens a beast inside me. My name is Annika Volkov, and I'm Cretan's worst enemy. He won't stop until he breaks me or I break him. I don't know. For me, I don't read a lot of dark romance. I gotta be in like a specific mood, you know. This is piquing my interest a little bit more. It's been on my TBR before, but I think this might be more interesting for right now, especially the like whole death thing. I don't know. It seems more interesting and something I would rather read right now. Not saying that this is bad. I'll pick it up sometime, hopefully. But I think we're gonna go with the Gilded Crown by Mariana Gordon. We're gonna go ahead and spin the wheel. Hopefully, I don't even know hopefully what I want. Let's just see what it gets. A! Okay. A. Okay, I found 3 books that have starting letters of A. The first one is The Atlas Six by Olive Blake. I know nothing of this. Let me read. Seek it if you wish, but as with all knowledge, whatever follows will be yours to bear alone. Each decade, only 6 most uniquely talented magicians are selected to earn a place in the Alexandrian Society, the foremost secret society in the world. The chosen will secure a life of power and prestige beyond their wildest dreams. But at what cost? Each of the 6 newest recruits has their reasons for accepting the society's elusive invitation, even if it means growing closer than they could have imagined to their most dangerous enemies or risk unforgettable betrayal from their most trusted allies. They will fight tooth and nail for the right to join the ranks of the Alexandrians, even if it means they won't survive the year. Interesting. Maybe. The other book I grabbed was Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody. I've had this on my shelf for a while as well. It says, take a card and stake your soul. Welcome to the city of sin, where casino families reign, gangs infest the streets, and secrets hide in every shadow. Again, maybe, but I think I'm gonna lean towards this, and that is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is on my summer TBR. I've heard nothing but great things about this book. It has to do with space and, of course, just like probably something really emotional and life-changing, because that's what I've heard. This is an epic new novel set against the backdrop of the 1980 Space Shuttle program about the extraordinary lengths we go to live and love beyond our limits. Fast-paced, thrilling, and emotional, Atmosphere is Taylor Jenkins Reid at her best, telling a passionate and soaring story about the transformative power of love in This Time Among the Stars. I'm putting this, obviously. This is on my summer TBR. I've been wanting to read this ever since seeing Sarah Crowley read it. This is going on the TBR. So, should even have shown the other books when I knew this was going to be the choice, but here we go. Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. We are on our last and final spin. I'm nervous because I don't know what is going to be the last book on this TBR. Like, what letter are we going to get? Ooh. We got an E. I feel like E might be a little tricky, but who knows? I'll take a look and see. This is actually really funny. So as I was looking at my shelves for one of the like first books that we placed on the TBR, I saw this book and I was like, there's no way I'm gonna get an E, but if I do, I have to pick up this book because I forgot I have it, and I'm pretty sure it's a middle grade book, which I don't care, but I would love to read it. It's a book that I've had on my shelf for a little bit, and it seems interesting, and like it was just super coincidental that I was like, wow, if I roll an E, I have to pick this book up, and we got an E. So I'm picking up Everlast by Neil Shusterman. He is the author of Scythe. So this book is, I believe, like YA or middle grade, something like that. When Nick and Allie are killed in a car crash, they end up in Everlast, or Limbo for lost souls, where although Nick is satisfied, Allie will stop at nothing, even skinjacking, to break free. This seems pretty interesting to me. The cover is pretty cool too, as well, with the car upside down and them there. I am interested in it, and it's a series apparently, the Skinjacker trilogy. So I've never heard anything about this. It seems pretty interesting. In this imaginative novel, Neil Shusterman explores questions of life, death, and what might lie in between. So I think I just have to pick this because I thought about, hey, if I get an E, I should put that because I kind of forgot I had it, and here we are. So Everlast by Neil Shusterman. Okay, let's go through all 6 books on my TBR, starting from the first to the last. We have Rival Darling by Alexandra Moody, The Violent Season by Sarah Walters, One Italian Summer by Rebecca Searle, The Gilded Crown by Mariana Gordon, Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and last but not least, Everlast by Neil Shusterman. Here is the stack. I am super excited for some of my summer TBR reads to be in this TBR, such as Atmosphere and One Italian Summer. I also feel like we have a good mix of genres, which will be good for me because I've been kind of mood reading, trying new genres, and just going around, you know, can't make up my mind for the life of me, but I am super excited for these books for June. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and also make sure you subscribe. I post videos once a week, whether it's bookish content like this, lifestyle vlogs, kind of whatever I'm in the mood for. So if you like what you're seeing, you should go ahead and subscribe. So that's about it. Thanks for watching. Bye!